Hi, my name's Alana, and this is my video for the ration cooking assignment. On February 19, 1942, President Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, which caused thousands of Japanese Americans to be forcibly evacuated from their homes and made to live in internment camps all around the country. This recipe is from the Topaz Times newspaper, which was the newspaper from the Japanese internment camp in Topaz, Utah, between September 1942 and March 1945. In the segment Food Fancies by Evelyn Kirimura, she would collect recipes from around the barracks and have them published here. This specific recipe is from February 6, 1943. Food Fancies by Evelyn Kirimura. It takes quite a bit of persuasion to obtain some of these recipes, so treasure them highly, kitchenette cooks. Going to have company tonight? How about serving them delicious pie? It's possible, you know. Baking a pie without an oven is one of the miracles of Topaz. Amy Kajiwara of 98E contributes the recipe. The full list of ingredients are 15 to 16 graham crackers, 4 tablespoons sugar or honey, 4 tablespoons butter or margarine, pie tin, prepared pudding, and a can of condensed milk. I had the chocolate for a recipe from the last part of the article, but unfortunately it didn't work, so maybe another time I'll try that again. In the internment camps, the only ovens available would have been in the dining halls. The individual barracks only had potbelly stoves to cook things. Graham cracker crust. 15 to 16 graham crackers, crushed or rolled crumbs. 4 tablespoons of sugar, optional. 4 tablespoons of butter or substitute, melted. Add melted butter to cracker crumbs. Blend thoroughly. Press into pie tin firmly with the back of a spoon. Later in the article, honey is mentioned as a sugar substitute, so I used that instead, as because of rationing, sugar would have often be difficult to get. I also used margarine as a butter substitute, since butter would have been in low supply as well. Many items in the recipe were optional or had substitutes, which makes sense when so many foods were being rationed. As an internment camp food, it works well because it does not require an oven. I found that I had to use my hands instead of the spoon because the margarine kept sticking to it. Pie filling. Use any prepared puddings such as caramel, etc. Any variety of pies can be made with lemon, pumpkin, etc., using honey in place of sugar. For my pie filling, I bought pre-made butterscotch pudding. Whipped cream. And if you wish to add that extra touch, Martha Nozawa of 115F suggests a whipped cream topping. 1 can condensed milk, will not work with evaporated milk. Drop can in boiling water unopened. Boil vigorously for 5 minutes. Chill immediately outside window until thoroughly cool. Overnight is fine. Then open can, pour into bowl, whip with rotary beater, adding sweetening such as sugar or syrup a little by little after it starts to thicken. I put the can in a bucket of ice cubes to cool it down faster because I think where I live is probably much warmer than Utah in February would be. I used honey again to sweeten it here. I do not own a rotary beater, so I tried to use a whisk instead. I spent a really long time trying to whisk the condensed milk, but nothing seemed to change. I didn't want to waste it, so I used an electric hand mixer just to see if condensed milk would whip at all. It still didn't end up quite working, but it still tasted really good. I think this recipe would have been popular among World War II households in general, because as the filling is already made, it can be prepared very quickly. As an added bonus to this video, I have some ration cards. These aren't from internment camps, but my grandmother lent me these from her family, which they used during World War II when they lived in Rome, New York. Many of them have stamps still inside. Thank you for watching.